Hi, my name is Ann One, and you are watching The Bee Shine. Well, hip hop was the first type of music that I really gravitated towards. My parents weren't around a lot, and so music was the one thing that I went to, and I used to be on the radio all the time. Just that was my best friend, and that was my babysitter and everything. And so I kind of delved into it. And then it was at the time when K-Day just formed, and I remember hearing Ice-T's Colors on the radio and just being blown back, like, what is this? This is amazing. Like, the beat really hooked me like nothing else. And my first two musical purchases were Run DMC's Raising Hell album and Beastie Boys' License to Ill. So UB Illin was on the radio nonstop out here, and it was the most craziest thing that I've ever heard. And just the rhythm, the track, dun, 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 I don't know, something about it was so infectious that just hooked me. And I think it was just really a combination of the music being so new and also video content, which was just, the concept of music videos where, that's when everybody started doing them, and that's when it first hit TV. And so it was just, kind of, you were assaulted, your senses were assaulted in a lot of different ways. I played in church. Church tends to be very conducive to musical talent and you getting up there and playing, and everybody's pretty open to it and stuff. So it started at church, and I met a group of friends, one of them being Jay Chong, who is now he had a group called Solid back in the day that was very impactful in Korea, but he's now a producer. They have a group called Asiatics now, which was the first, Asian American group to be signed to Cash Money and things of that sort. Well, anyways, long story short, he asked me to come in the studio to do some background vocals because he knew that I sang. And so I went in the studio and I did these background vocals, and it was like the first time I realized, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Yeah, I was 19, I stepped in the studio, and it was like, this is it. It felt like all the stars kind of lined up, and so that's when I knew. That's when I started taking it seriously. I played piano ever since I was 2, but, I never really considered it an option to be a musician, as a career, so. I put it out there, I put it out into the universe that I wanted to sing, and then that led me to meet certain people. And there was a guy who had a studio, and my first recording, professional recording ever, was with Curtis Blow, which was just crazy to me. And I did a hook for one of his songs, which I can't even remember to this day, but that was just the dopest thing ever to me, so that was my first one. The work that I left behind still stands up to this day. People still enjoy it, and looking back, I'm proud of the work that I did, but it took me a long time to get there because, I was young and I didn't really feel like the label allowed me to do what I wanted to do, as far as artistic freedom and stuff. But they're supportive now, but when I first told them about it, they basically kicked me out of the house because it's very not Asian to want to be a musician. It's very frowned upon. So they wanted me to become typically a doctor or a lawyer, but, now my mom's super supportive of what I'm doing. So I think it's really important for women to take control of their art as much as they can. And, I'm very supportive of the women around me. And, so me producing, songwriting, and recording on my own, it was a dream. And the fact that I am doing it now is amazing to me. So, yeah. I'm very fortunate because my music that I left behind in Korea got a lot of critical acclaim. And I never did it for, the adulation or anything like that. I did it just because I loved it so much. But, I'm very proud of the fact that the work kind of stands still, and also the fact that I produced something for somebody that won a Korean Grammy, which was, but beyond all that, even with the things that I know now, teaching, I give vocal lessons, so being able to kind of help other people and help other Asian Americans gain more exposure, or, just to let them know that it's possible. Even though we have a severe lack of representation in the entertainment industry, I think it's important to kind of always let them know and give them the tools that you already know, or, give back in some way. So that's really, really rewarding for me. If I can do it, then you can do it too, and, I think that's the best thing that I can do for other girls that look like me, or other people that have come from, some sort of hardship, or, and never thought that this was possible, or never thought that a career in music was possible. If I can do it, then, I hope they believe that they can do it too.